going on offense. We're seeing it again right here. Seeing that Hog Rider in. He's going to kite that Goblin Brawler to the opposite lane, but we're taking a lot of damage here. We have 2 cannons. Poison is down, though. Not a ton we can do here. We're going again with the Hog Rider. This is textbook how to defend against Graveyard as a 2.6 player. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Thank you guys for using creator code CWA. I really appreciate each and every one of you watching right now as we approach just days away from Clan Wars 2 update. Anyway, today I have a really special treat in store for you guys. I have the Brazilian pro LucasXGamer, who actually now has a YouTube channel as well. You can check that out in the show notes below. He is #1 in the world right now using the classic, the most classic deck in the game. It's gotta be, right? Or is Trifecta. But no one even plays Trifecta anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the most classic deck in the game. It is 2.6 Hog Cycle, and I guarantee you guys some of the best 2.6 gameplay you've ever seen on my channel after 4+ years of uploading Clash Royale in today's video, okay? We're going against Lapacati. You know who Lapacati is, one of the best players in the world, almost unanimously seen as that in the pro scene. KK, one of the best players in the world as well, Japanese player, CRL Pro from CRL East. And then we have Wero, who's another fantastic, I believe he's also a Brazilian player, real up-and-comer, like rising star in the Clash Royale scene as well, has finished #1 on ladder in the past as well. And Gantz. And Gantz too. He's there as well. So anyway, guys, let's shut up and actually get to the gameplay here. I have some good stuff. He said the last one was a loss. If you want to share it, I play well, and the game's isn't only about winning. Dude, Lucas, I love you, man. This is why I love you. I'm going to do something that we never do here on the channel, and I'm going to show you a loss. I'm going to start with a loss, all right? See if you're just as impressed with the losses in this video as you are with the win. We're watching from Sandbox's perspective here against the great LucasXGamer. Wait till you see some of the matches. I guarantee it's not only going to be impressive gameplay, but it's probably going to change how a lot of you guys play this deck, because especially certain strategies. There's one match against Sparky where I was like, oh, okay, that's how you handle Sparky appropriately as a 2.6 player. We all know to kind of use those distraction units and kind of bide you time against Sparky, but he also cycles 2 fireballs against every single Sparky every single time. So we'll watch that as well. Anyway, going in here against Graveyard Splash Yard here, and I actually didn't watch this one. This one came in right as I was starting to record Lucas in the clan right now. So excited to see kind of how he plays this one out. Right now, he's not making a move at all. Just trying to let that cannon, you know, give him maybe some value as it slowly dies. Now it looks like he's probably just going to cycle an Ice Golem in the back. I don't know. It's rare that you see a stalemate like this, but he has Hog, what, like 6 or 7 cards away right now? Interesting. Let's just fast forward. Okay, here comes the baby D, and we do go with the Ice Golem in our left, or our point of view, the right, his point of view, the left-hand lane. Here we go with the Musketeer setting up skeletons to buy a little bit of time, poisons down against that Musketeer. We've got a Knight mirroring that Ice Golem in the right-hand side. Man, Lucas, been on the channel before. What a tremendous player, dude. All right, so we go in with that Hog Rider. We do know he has Tornado in hand, so when they have A Tornado or B Fisherman in their deck, you have to always try to combo it with the Ice Golem, right? The Hog Rider, I mean, we're going Hog Rider 101 here for you guys, but with all the Hunter going around, it bears kind of repeating that you want to make sure you're using your Ice Golem with the Hog Rider. Otherwise, that Hunter is going to be able to, Fisherman is going to be able to counter it. Freudian slip, because you always see the Hunter with the Fisherman, right? So here we go, trying to bypass that Goblin cage there. We get that Hog Rider to the tower. It's going to be, it looks like maybe 2 hits. 2 hits, just barely, thanks to that Ice Wizard. Also combining with Skeletons, finish off the Ice Wizard in the process. So we do have the damage advantage. Looks like we're cycling back to another Ice Golem here. Skeleton cycled. And this time it was just kind of a juke Ice Golem. Instead we go opposite lane with that Hog Rider, buying that Musketeer a little bit of time to finish off that baby D. Here comes that Earthquake. Notice how we keep that Musketeer alive so we can kill the baby dragon. Now we kite the Knight and the Goblin Brawler. Meanwhile, we're defending using Log and Skeletons. We send in that Hog Rider on the offensive end. Musketeer just absolutely putting in work here on the defensive end, keeping her alive with that Ice Spirit as well. So here we go, 21 seconds left in this first match, guys. And so far, things are pretty even, right? Setting up with the Musketeer on defense again. Hog Rider goes in first, then comes Cannon. Beautiful. Cannon, skeletons, great defense against Graveyard. Look at that cannon placement. That's what you're going to want to do there, guys. And Sandbox missed that tornado onto the King Tower. Instead, he takes one hit in that right-hand lane. Notice how he goes in with the Hog before he places the cannon. Again, always, with 2.6, always putting pressure, preventing the opponent from allocating all of their elixir, all of their resources into their big pushes. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to defend, certainly not with cannons and skeletons, because they could just poison it every single time. We go with a high musketeer there, poison comes down again. We go in with the Hog Rider. See how we pre-place that cannon there, getting some value for us there with the cannon, also forcing out that poison so they can't use it in tandem with the Graveyard again. So here comes Lucas, right-hand lane, Ice Wizard, sending in the Heal Spirit, cycling in the left-hand lane. There we go again with the Ice Golem. Trying to juke out something again. We didn't have the Hog in hand. Now we go with the Musketeer. She'll snipe that Knight. And here it comes. Now we go in with the Hog Rider. He does have Tornado and Cycle. He's also going to go in with a Graveyard. Pulls that Hog Rider to the tower, but he does get a hit. All right, again, Cannon and Skeletons putting in work on the defensive end. Ice Golem there to stymie that baby D in the right-hand lane, preventing her or him from connecting to that right tower. We're going to triple elixir time here, guys. Tough matchup, difficult matchup with the Goblin Cage and the Tornado, right? Tough to get by both of those units. But this is textbook how to defend against Graveyard as a 2.6 player. Again, using those cannons, using the going on offense. We're seeing it again right here. Seeing that Hog Rider in. It's going to kite that Goblin Brawler to the opposite lane. But we're taking a lot of damage here. We have 2 cannons. Poison is down, though. Not a ton we can do here. We go in again with the Hog Rider. Ice Golem there at the last second. Try to block that baby dragon and the Barbarian. But eventually the poison does come down. We got it really, really close. Almost fireball range there. 241 HP remaining on that right tower. Starting out with a loss, I agree with Lucas. You can learn a lot from losses too, especially in a replay like that. All right, so here we go with the next one. Let's go against Lapacati. So we're going against Hog Mortar here. Lapacati this time watching from LucasXgamer's perspective, right? We're gonna go. I want to show you that Sparky. Whatever. I'll show you them all. I'll show you them all. We'll go double time on some of the replays after this one because I want to give you guys. These are all different decks that we're facing in today's video, and I want to give you guys kind of a blueprint, a template to use should you face these decks inside the arena. So again, watching from Lucas's perspective here against Lapacati, the great Lapacati, Russian pro player from Space Station Gaming, world champions in CRL during the spring season. Fall coming up really, really quickly, guys. So here we go. It's going to be a Knight in the right-hand lane. And looks like Lucas is going to play this slow here. Going to kite that Knight over, cycling to another Hog Rider as well. Here comes the Ice Spirit out of the hand of Lapacati. And it looks like we're going to set up with Musketeer. We have Cannon ready for that Hog Rider. Cannon placed a little bit separated from the Musketeer, trying to prevent a predictive Fireball, or at least mitigate Fireball, placement and damage. Nice job there on the defensive end. We're going to try to keep switching up our Cannon placements, knowing that Lapacati does have Fireball in his deck, right? Able to quickly chop away at that Mortar. However, the Knight able to finish off our Hog Rider. I got to say that the Knight and the Musketeer have to be the strongest cards in the game right now. I'm really serious, along with Heal Spirit, right? I think that, I don't know about you guys, but I think, I'm not calling for a nerf, I want to be very clear. I think that they're strong, but it's good to have simple, common/rare cards that are just strong, but not game-breaking, That's my opinion, at least. Do you guys think they actually need a nerf? I think that Knight and Muskie are 2 of the best cards in the game right now, and they're also fairly well-balanced. I don't think that they're broken. I just think they're really, really good, really solid. So here we go. Nice defense there. We do take 1 Knight swing on our left tower. 7 seconds remaining here in single elixir time. Ice Spirit cycled in the right-hand lane. We respond with the Ice Spirit of our own. Cycling those logs all the while, trying to chip away at that left tower. Going into double elixir time. Here we go. Setting up with the Ice Golem first. Delay a little bit, and then Hog Rider comes down. So we have Fireball in hand. Probably going to use it here. We do. We actually use the Fireball in the right-hand lane, though, along with a log to finish off that Musketeer. Here comes a Hog attack from Lapacati, no doubt. And here it comes. Big push coming in. We go with that low cannon. Fireball does come down. We have log in hand. Log pushes everything back. And Ice Golem there to stymie that Musketeer. Keep her from locking on to the tower. And nice Ice Spirit as well, keeping our Musketeer relatively healthy. Here we go. 27 seconds left on the clock, guys. All right. Hog Rider in. Fireball's at the ready. You can see he has it right there on the tip of his fingers. Can we get this Hog to the tower? I think we can't. 27-19, here we go. Log comes down, pushing everything back. 10, 9, 8 seconds remaining in regulation. We have another Musketeer separated nicely from that cannon, recognizing he has Fireball and Snowball in hand. Every separation counts when we're talking about spell damage mitigation. Here comes the Ice Spirit again in the back with the Skeletons. No Log can cycle for Lucas. Cycling instead the Ice Golem there. Kind of predicting that Musketeer up in her perch there at the river. Exactly what happened from Lapacati. So here we go again. Skeletons to distract that. Mortar does not work out. Mortar does connect. We go with the Musketeer. Going to finish off the opponent's Musketeer first, then move on to the Mortar. So really, Lapacati, nothing in hand really to protect that mortar at this point. Nothing worth spending a lot of elixir on. We go with the Hog Rider, and check that out. The Musketeer does stay alive. So Musketeer staying alive there was crucial in this match. Going to allow us to get that Hog Rider to the tower. Does not get a hit, but we do land a Fireball on that left-hand tower, also taking a lot of that Knight's HP away. Damage is fairly even still. 2705 remaining on our weak side tower, thanks to that mortar lock from Lapacati. Here we go with a high cannon again, trying to prevent any predictive fireballs from coming down, especially as we enter into triple elixir time. Here comes that mortar. Going to be one shot against those skeletons, no shots against the tower, and here comes the Hog Rider. Again, chopped down by that Knight, but we have another Hog Rider in hand. Guess what? There it goes. Nice fireball value opportunity here. We hit the Musketeer, not the mortar, but no worries there. Ice Spirit there to make sure that Hog does not get to our right-hand tower. Skeletons also down. Nice job avoiding all damage there. And again, we have that Ice Golem just in time, not only to distract that Knight, but also to distract the mortar. Snowball comes down, but because of the knockback of the Fireball, the Musketeer stays alive there. That was another big Musketeer staying alive situation here in the match. Meanwhile, Hog does 2 hits on that left tower. 20 seconds remaining, 821 HP remaining, guys. This is going to be a victory, a big victory here for Lucas. Very, very well done. Nice job on the defensive end, especially, even though he does take 1 Hog Rider hit there. But again, no mortar connection. We keep attacking with the Hog Rider all throughout this entire match. 2 seconds remaining. Hog does get onto the tower, and it's going to be a draw. We win with about 1,000 damage advantage here. Very well played against against an amazing player, excuse me, 2 amazing players. I can't believe that was only the second match of the video, man. That was a long but great match. Let's watch this one against KK, guys. All right, so again, KK at the top of your screen playing, that's right, Royal recruits Fisherman. He also has the Magic Archer. General rule of thumb, basically no matter what deck you're running, with a few exceptions, situational depending on the match, you're basically just going to want to fireball the Magic Archer every time they play it, right? Especially with 2.6 where you can cycle to multiple fireballs. So, you know, always fireball Magic Archer. Can't deal with Magic Archer loose on the field, especially when they start stacking up multiple Magic Archers. Never a good thing. Just deal with it immediately. Fireball that Magic Archer down. You'll be looking good. So now we know that KK is playing the Fisherman. Now we're going to be aware we're going to have to cycle the Ice Golem in front of the Hog Rider. Cycling Skeletons behind that Ice Golem, hopefully forcing something out of the hand of the opponent. We log in the right-hand lane. Check out these defenses, guys. It's going to be some really monster defenses because look at the size of these pushes we're going to have to contend with here, guys. Seriously. I mean, KK has Magic Archer, which he's always going to be using in that perch right there, so we're going to be ready with the Fireball and the Ice Golem to distract, just like we were there. Now, speaking of Fireball bait, he also has the Royal Hogs. He also has Cannon Cart. He can apply an obscene amount of pressure to us at the bridge, especially with that Magic Archer right in the middle, so we have to be very, very careful of these just mammoth pushes that KK can pull off against us. So here we go again. Muskie in the back, trying to get to another cannon here. Looks like we might not need it. We go with Skeletons instead. Log is in hand for KK. Opts not to use it there against those Skeletons. So we do take some damage on our right side tower. We fall behind in terms of the damage battle here. But now we're able to sneak that Hog Rider in. And he will get to the tower for 1 hit. More importantly, the Musketeer, was it 2 hits? More importantly, the Musketeer is actually going to lock on to that Hunter and finish him off so we don't have to deal with him on the counterattack. So we reclaim the damage advantage here, but we're only just now crossing over to double elixir time in a couple seconds. Looks like we're going to eat that Fisherman. No, we don't eat the Fisherman charge. Nice job. Nice restraint there by Lucas, not allocating any more elixir to that push. So we go in with the Hog Rider here. It looks like they're going to go with Royal Recruits in front of this cannon cart. We get one Hog Rider hit on that left tower. Here it comes. A big Recruits push. Look at the Recruits in the cannon cart all coming in that left-hand lane. A log fireball is going to finish off everything in that left-hand side, excuse me. Now the right-hand side, we have to contend with Heal Spirit Royal Hogs. We do have the cannon in hand. We also have log in hand helping out the skeletons. Those Larrys putting in a lot of work there on the defensive end for us as well. However, with all that said, we do again take some damage from those Royal Hogs. We go with the Ice Spirit, recognizing Hunter was in hand. Very nice job by Lucas, allowing that Hog to score one hit on that left tower. Here we go again. It's going to be Ice Golem. Cannon cart is neutralized. And again, look at that cannon pulling all those hogs into the center. Cannon putting in work, and the Musketeer with the assist there. Fisherman is down, 1 second remaining. We do score that hog hit. Very important hog hit there as we go into sudden death overtime. 13:31 remaining on that left side tower. Again, our tower pretty healthy comparatively. Cannon cart this time in the right-hand lane. We have skeletons, we have Ice Golem, we have Fireball in hand, we have Log in hand. We use Log first, Fireball second. Making sure we neutralize again that cannon cart. We have to deal with this Magic Archer though, very annoying. We go with another Musketeer. Look at this decision making here. I'm silent because I just want to take it all in, right? Nice job. Very nice job. That was a big push. And triple elixir is coming up, guys. So can we get that cannon cart down? We can't. We use an Ice Spirit instead. Nice placement, perfect placement, making sure that cannon cart is out of range from the tower, meaning it cannot target the tower, but we can target it. 8 seconds, 7 seconds away here from triple elixir time. We set up with a preemptive cannon. Gonna start cycling some logs in the left. Musketeer putting in work. We have Fireball at the ready. Again, fireballing that Magic Archer, making sure we take care of that Magic Archer early and often. Here we go, more recruits at the bridge. Big push coming in the left. Are you kidding me? Okay, we're back to another Fireball. Gonna have to use it here in the right probably. No, we use it in the left, my bad. We have another cannon here in the right, and we have Musketeer all the while protecting that Musketeer. Very good job. And again, the log comes down, taking that Magic Archer off of the lock onto that Musketeer momentarily, and here comes the cannon cart right there at the bridge. It's okay, we have Ice Golem in hand. We have Skeletons in hand. We have cannon in hand. We have Fireball in hand. We got everything we need. So again, Musketeers on the weak side of that cannon, again, really pivotal in these defenses. Clutch. Here we go again with that Ice Spirit, allowing that Hog to get to the tower. Hog gets 2 hits thanks to the Ice Spirit. Very well played, 10 seconds remaining. We can just spell cycle out here, and there it goes. That's the Fireball, and that's the victory against KK. What a match, man. That was like a CRL caliber match right there. I feel like Andrew Guy and Rich Slayton right now. All right, let's go into the next one, guys. I'm gonna watch these last 2 replays in double time. That way we don't have a half-an-hour video here. I want to show you mainly on this one the methodology about how to handle a Sparky push, right? So we're going to start out with the Hog Rider. Kind of the typical stuff here. Being aggressive early is fine. You don't really want to wait with a 2.6 Hog cycle deck. You want to be aggressive. You want to go in with that Hog Rider first play is fine. Here we go, the first Sparky of the match here. And it looks like this very first Sparky, since we have that Musketeer alive, we did not cycle 2 Fireballs. I think from here on out, you're going to see the 2 Fireball approach every time. So this time we just log it back. Again, not a ton of damage on that left-hand tower. The well played comes down from Lucas. Now check this out. I like this strategy because I kind of always panic about how to handle big Sparky pushes, no matter what deck I'm using, especially a deck like this. So Gantz, the opponent, does have the mini P.E.K.K.A as well. Also have to be careful of Sparky, you know, in terms of defensive options against the Hog. There's Fireball number 1 immediately when they play Sparky. And then he always logs, he always cannons, he always skeletons, and then boom, it's always Fireball number 2. Make sure we can kill that Sparky with 2 Fireballs in a log. All the while getting a little bit of chip damage on that tower that we're going for. It's not the tower that we're going for, excuse me, but it doesn't matter. It's still the strong side tower. We're still going to Fireball log immediately. So really using 6 Elixir just out the gate to deal with Sparky, right? This time he goes opposite lane, so obviously we don't have to Fireball a Sparky 2 times with no tank in front of it. But again, here comes Sparky right-hand lane. And again, we have Fireball in hand. I'm going to use it immediately. We don't have log in hand, so we're going to cycle. Now we do. Logs down, and again, Fireball's going to be coming down. There it goes. See how really without the Sparky behind these Goblin Giant pushes, we can easily deal with the Goblin Giant, even if it costs us a little bit of Elixir. Again, we go in. The same stuff you're seeing, right, guys? I mean, same stuff. Log comes down, Couple logs, finish off that Sparky before she even really has a chance to cross the river. This time we go in with the Fireball Hog. We get a couple hits on that right-hand tower. And again, we have log ready at the go. And again, we have Fireball the Sparky again, and we're looking good, right? 28 seconds remaining on the clock here. And again, you can't spell cycle with us. Another Fireball against that Sparky. We got a Gobble Giant coming in with a Musketeer in tow in the left. In the right, we have a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Fireball again on the Sparky. Another cannon to pull everything towards the King Tower there. 1 second remaining, and we win on damage. Whoa, you know? And if you guys want to watch it in single elixir time, feel free to just watch the YouTube video in half speed. All right. Let's watch this last one here against Wero. And again, we will show from Wero's perspective here. He's playing the Ram Rider deck. And Ram Rider obviously can counter a Hog, newsflash. So we're going to have a lot to kind of contend with in this matchup. He also has Lumberjack in terms of solid defensive weapons here against our Hog Rider. Of course, with Lumberjack, we're still going to get a hit every time. So here we go. Going to pull that that Lumberjack to the opposite lane. And we have the Fireball coming down on our Musketeer. So 1 minute in, a little bit of a damage advantage. When you don't have an obvious play, you can just cycle a log, really with almost any matchup, right? So here it comes. Very last second there, we get that Ice Golem down and Skeletons down to make sure we prevent that Inferno Dragon, from bleeding our tower down to 0 HP. Going in the right again with the Hog Rider. Again, we do score that hit. And here comes the Lumberjack and the Bandit on the defensive counterattack. Or the offensive counterattack. Anyway, here we go. Musketeer and Fireball coming down there. Keeping that Musketeer alive and getting a nice lucrative hit on that right tower, right? 50 seconds remaining here. Ram Rider down against our Hog Rider. But even when they use the Ram Rider to counter the Hog like that, as long as it's the opposite lane, we can just lean on that cannon, and it's our strong side tower, so it's really not the end of the world. Again, we get through that Lumberjack. We use one Hog to force out, a Ram Rider from the opponent, right? Opposite lane. And then we use the other Hog, knowing that all he has in hand is Lumberjack. Look at his defense right now, guys. Even with the Fireballs, just able to easily handle that really big monster push with the rage from that Lumberjack as well. Here comes the Bandit on the counterattack again, all the while cycling these logs on the tower. It's down to 8:15, about 90 seconds or so, 95 seconds remaining in this match. Here we go again, just setting up that defense, man. It's the cannon, the Ice Golem, the cycle cars to protect, and the Musketeer right in front of that King Tower. Just beautiful defense. We're going to see it again here. Fireball comes down, doesn't matter. We have log in hand. Ram Rider actually does break through. Ram Rider with a rage, man. She can do some insane stuff. We go in again with the Hog, gets through that snare ability from the Ram Rider. Fireball comes down, doesn't matter. We have Ice Spirit at the ready. 35 seconds remaining. All it's going to take is a log, and there it goes, tower down. Guys, perfect time to go check out LucasXGamer's player stats and profile. Thanks to StatsRoyale.com and his new YouTube channel and his Twitter account. Everything will be in the show notes below, guys. Congratulations, LucasGamer here on nearly the last day of the season. Very close to it. The last couple days of the season in the #1 spot. Keep an eye on Lucas and see where he finishes. Huge shout out to Bren Chong. Bren Chong Summer Cup 2 going on right now. Follow him on social media for more information and tune in live and enjoy the show. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Another reminder, creator code CWA. I really appreciate it. And as always, take care, guys.